Hi, this is Glenda. I just got this punch and I believe it's called Decorative Trees. I threw out the packet. I don't really care what they're called, I'm not advertising anything. And the first thing I saw when I saw it in the catalogue was that it looked like bunting. So I thought, I'll see how many different things I can do with my new punch. So I started off with what I had seen when I looked at it originally. So all I did was punch it and put my trees upside down, and I've covered them with Wink of Stella. So there's my bunting. When I was doing that, I noticed that the off bits that come out, you get a solid bunting. You only get 2 bits joined together with each one, but that's not a problem. So there's my second version of my bunting. I also thought, well, if I put 2 together, I get a border. So there's something different. They're no longer trees. When I was doing the border, I thought, if I punch them opposite on the same strip, I get a completely different border. This flower is done the same way as the ones recently with the dimensional punch, where you just punch out the little individual ones and stick them round in a circle, and I've got 3 lots of 4 stuck around, and there's my flower. So then I moved on and I did a rosette variation on the flower, just the same as you would any way you do a strip, punch the edge and concertina it. So that was another use. Then I thought, well, I better do the trees that it's supposed to be in the first place. So I've done the standard tree. I've also cut out individual ones to give it some variety, because trees were never going to be my main use for it. I just saw bunting, and I didn't have a bunting puncher or die or anything. Then I started playing around with the idea of borders. So I started off with a 5-inch square, and I mean obviously these corners you could leave on or take off. Moved down to the 4.5 inch, and it's looking a bit neater. Come down to 4.75, and you can easily lose the squares and it works. Come down to 4 3/8, and I saw a star, and that's how I did this one. So it's 2 layers of my 4 3/8, and it looks a bit like a star or a snowflake or something like that, which is appropriate this time of year. And it was just yet a completely different use for my border punch. So this is my little tiny offering today. There's, 6 completely different ways to use this particular border punch. A lot of them you can obviously adapt to other punches as well. So it was just my challenge to see what I could do with a punch, just one punch, before I put it away and forgot that I owned it. So that's my little share, and thank you for watching.